and welcome to Game 2 of this Friday doubleheader here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. I'm Chris Gay, and this could possibly be the last game of the season for both Ouachita and the Northwestern Oklahoma State Rangers. Look at both teams' records. Ouachita 13-37 on the season, 6-25 overall. Their sixth conference win came just about a little less than an hour ago, as they did win Game 1 of this doubleheader against the visiting Rangers. Tuesday, Melton is going to be pitching for Ouachita to start this game. And call that ball one. So 1-1 early on here in the count, as Macy Spearman, the senior from Chico, California, leading off for the Rangers. And Lester had to leave the plate, so Spearman is safe at first. So early on for the Rangers, Spearman recording the hit. And now Rachel Sherwood is at the plate for the Rangers. And a second straight hit for Northwestern Oklahoma State. So Hannah Howell hit a home run in their last game. She's at the plate now. She pitched their last game, but she will be starting this game at first base, still batting third in the order. But for the Rangers, it's the right-handed pitcher, Ireland Caro, who will be pitching. But looking at Tuesday Melton and what she's done so far this season, she's 3-12 on the year. There's a 5.3 ERA. And this is her 26th appearance of the season, her 16th start of the year. It's pitched in 85 innings. It's allowed 124 hits, 92 runs, but has recorded 36 strikeouts on the season. Here's the pitch. Little low, ball two. And that will be popped, and that one's going to head out to Elrod Boulevard right behind us. So full count for Howell at the plate. No outs and runners on first and second for the Rangers. Here's the pitch. Wilkie makes the out at third. So that's going to be Spearman heading back to the dugout. But Howell is safe at first, so she does record the hit. So 3 straight hits for Ranger batters so far today, as Lainey Anderson, the catcher, at the plate. Ball one. Well, here at P.T. Langston Field, the crowd is starting to come in a bit more. Had a solid crowd in Game 1, but Game 2 is looking even better. Rounding for home. And now the Rangers strike first today with their first run on the afternoon. That's Rachel Sherwood finding her way home. And now Northwestern Oklahoma State has an early 1-0 lead. With Rosemary Rivera at the plate now. Here's the pitch. And what a grab by Bailey King coming over from second. What a grab for just the second out of the inning for Ouachita. Here's the pitch. High, ball one. 1-0. 2 outs on the board. Runners on first and second. It's Hannah Howell at second and Lainey Anderson at first. Here's the pitch. Outside. Actually, a little outside, but that will be strike number 1. Here's the pitch. And foul behind her. It's Gabrielle Sanchez, who did not appear in game 1. But Sanchez is a sophomore from Seal Beach, California, and one of the several players on this Ranger roster from Seward County Community College. Here's the pitch. Pop straight up again and out towards Elrod Boulevard once again. Sanchez has recorded 2 home runs on the season. Also has a batting average at .259 as that one's popped straight up into the... Oh, and a couple players hit the wall hard there. I think Lester may have hit the wall and maybe Bailey King, but it looks like they're both all right. So everyone's going to stay put. But all-out effort by the freshman and the senior to try to get the third out of the inning, but the count will remain at 2-2. Inside, and Howell will advance to third. Here's the pitch. Right to Adams, and she'll make the out, throwing the out to Lester at first. So 1-0 is the score early on here at Pete C. Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. You're watching Tiger Softball, the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
1-0 is your score as we enter the bottom of the first here at Pete C. Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. It is the final series of the season for both of these teams, but it is senior day for Ouachita. And of course, there is still one game left on the schedule, and it is tomorrow, Game 3 of this conference series, but there is a chance that game might not happen. So this could potentially be the last game of the season for Ouachita, and possibly my last broadcast as well as a member of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. But still hopeful that Game 3 is still on track for tomorrow. So Lauren Lester leading off for the Tigers, and that one's bombed, and up against the wall. She's rounding to second, safe. She might have kind of kicked the ball free, but Lauren Lester A double at the first pitch she saw. Lester had a fantastic game one. 2 runs, 3 hits, and RBI. A perfect slugging percentage, perfect OPS. And she's already looking pretty good with that double today. Now Bailey King at the plate for Ouachita. Here's a pitch. And that'll be strike 1. Well, Ireland Caro is the pitcher for the Rangers. She's 4-16 on the season. She has a 5.4 ERA. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be bombed out towards the party deck. Will be foul. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. She'll make contact. And that's going to be out number 1 of the inning, but Lester does advance to third. So Aaron Williams at the plate now for the Tigers. Something interesting about Williams, in her last game she recorded a triple. It is her fifth triple of the season for Williams. But with that triple, she tied Kelly Powell for the most triples in a season. Kelly Powell did it back in 2015, of course, with 5. So Aaron Williams, in possibly her last game, definitely her last series, is making a mark in the history books. (2-0) the count. Here's the pitch. That was inside. That's going to be strike number 1. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Here's the pitch. And had to stretch for that one, but that ball's going to be behind the bathrooms. So full count here. 1 out, 1 runner on third. That's Lester. Here's the pitch. Stretched again, out towards short, and she is safe at first. Williams turned on the Jets, and now runners are on first and second for Ouachita. Williams recording her first hit on the afternoon. Now Remington Adams, who really did not have a lot of success in game 1, she's up to bat for Ouachita. This is the sophomore's 156th plate appearance on the season. Showing bunt. And Williams successfully steals second. That is the 4th stolen base by Williams this season. And has only been caught stealing 1 time, so she is, twice. My mistake, she is 4 of 6 in base running this season. And it's a swing and miss by Adams. That'll be strike 1. Runners on second and third for Ouachita. Lester on third, Williams on second. But Adams leads the team in at-bats, now making it 156. He's also recorded 16 runs, 14 hits, 12 doubles, and 27 RBIs, as well as 2 home runs. Here's the pitch. And that one will be fouled into the Ouachita bullpen. Here's the pitch. And out towards center field, Lester making her way home. Will she get there in time? No, she won't. Lester tagged out at home for the final out of the inning. So Ouachita can't come away with a run there, and they still trail 1-0 here as we enter the top of the second. Don't go anywhere. We have more Tiger softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Oakita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Washita. Washita.
How would you pronounce it?
Washita.
Washita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Washita, people. It's Washita.
Washita.
Ouachita. That is definitely not how you say it. It is Ouachita, people. It is Ouachita. Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Well, that commercial does remind me of something. I had a conversation with the new Tiger women's basketball coach, Kylie Hill, who was just hired earlier this month. And I had a long conversation, and that interview will be a part of my sports package, which will be on the upcoming episode of the Ouachita News Show. So make sure you check that out on the Ouachita News Show YouTube page when it is released. Maybe Monday. I'm not exactly sure when they get released, but something that Coach Hill has had a long career of coaching women's basketball, and he had the most success at Valdosta State, which was in the Gulf South Conference. And he also played 4 years of baseball at Arkansas Tech and started coaching at Arkansas Tech. So he is well aware of Ouachita, and he actually told me that when choosing where he wanted to go to college for baseball, it was either Arkansas Tech or Ouachita, and of course came down to Arkansas Tech, and he said he's the best 4-year bench warmer you've ever seen. But he knows exactly how to say Ouachita. He said that in meetings, he had always come across people that really struggled to pronounce it correctly, and he'd always correct them. And he wasn't even from Ouachita, not even from the area. He's originally from Hot Springs, but of course now everybody here in the Delph, except maybe Henderson State fans, are very glad that he is coming in to take this program and take it higher, and especially with the great roster that Ouachita has, the expectations are very high, and I imagine it's going to be an interesting and fun season coming in fall of 2024. So when you have a chance, come by Bill Vining Arena this coming season. Check out some women's basketball. So full count here with Melton pitching and Tatum Winters at the plate. Winters is a senior from Texahoma, Oklahoma. And strike 3, and she's out of there for out 1 of the inning. So that will be the first strikeout of the afternoon for Tuesday Melton. And now Aveli Gonzalez is at the plate. Gonzalez is a freshman from Guyman, Oklahoma, and an alum of Guyman High School. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped into right field. Merritt gets up under it. And Gonzalez, the second pitch she sees is a hit for the first time today. Now Ashley Lowe at the plate for the Rangers. Lowe, the senior from Cushing, Oklahoma. Inside, ball one. Here's the pitch. Low and inside again. That'll be ball two. Here's the pitch. Popped into the center field. Oh, McCorkle can't make the grab. Runners going around to third. And it's a double by Ashley Lowe. So Lowe heads to second, and Gonzalez advances to third, and Coach Jackson's going to have a conversation with his infield. I imagine Melton does stay in the ball game. She's only thrown about 35, well, she has thrown about 35 pitches so far. Has recorded just one strikeout, it's allowed 5 hits, and just a little over 1 inning pitched. But here we go. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Bailey King, and everybody's going to stay put. So King delivering the second out of the inning for Ouachita. Runners still on third and second for the Rangers. It's Lowe on second, and Gonzalez at third. That one way outside, ball one. It's Rachel Sherwood at the plate for Northwest Oklahoma State. And I have to say, there are a fair number of Ranger fans that have made the trip from Alva, Oklahoma to Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Of course, this is the last regular season series of the season. What a grab by Lester at first for out number 3 of the inning. So Ouachita will be heading to the plate in the bottom of the second. Let's see if they can add some runs to the score. You're watching Tiger Softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
And welcome back to Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. Ouachita trailing 1-0 as we enter the bottom of the second. But Jordan Merritt will be leading off the inning for Ouachita. Here's the pitch. Ball one. Two 0 the count right now. That will be strike one. Here's the pitch. And it will not stay fair. Well, here's a Ouachita baseball score update. Ouachita and Henderson State are playing across the street right now at Clydeberry Field on the campus of Henderson State University, and they are tied 9-9 in the 10th inning. So I will continue to have updates of that as we go along. And while we're on the subject of Henderson State, Henderson won Game 2 of their conference series versus Southwestern Oklahoma State, as that one's going to get past third, and Jordan Merritt has recorded a hit. Carly Burrow heading to the plate, making her first appearance today. Burrow, the freshman. This is her 58th at-bat on the year. And records bunt. And she'll be safe. Oh, wow. Oh, she'll be out. At first, I thought she got there in time, but maybe it was just a hair late. But regardless, advances Merritt to second. Now Kennedy Wilkie at the plate for Ouachita. Zero one is the count, one out, and one runner on second. That's Merritt. Wilkie is tagged out at first, so that will be out number 2 of the inning. Now Caitlin Province batting now for Ouachita. Doesn't usually bat this far down the order. Batting 8th. Last game no, I'm mistaken. I think she batted 8th last game as well, and she'll be out at first. So that will be the third out of the inning. And now Ouachita will head back out into the field. So let's see what the Rangers, if they can add to their 1-0 lead in the top of the third. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Signs did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
And we are live from Pete Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Ouachita's trailing 1-0 in the top of the third inning. Ouachita was able to win Game 1 of this conference bout. just about an hour ago. It would win 6-5, and pretty offensive, a highly offensive affair. Here's Hannah Howell. Gets past Wilkie, and she's going to be safe at first. Hannah Howell right away with a single. She was 0 of 1 earlier. Now she's found the base for the first time in this game. Now Lainey Anderson at the plate. Outside, ball 1. Two 0 is the count. Here's Melton's pitch. She'll make contact. It's a 2-1's the count. That one pop straight up. And Williams gets up under it for the first out of the inning. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike number 1. This is Rosemary Rivera at the plate. So far today, she's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Pop straight back, and what a grab by Ace Collins. Out in front of Elrod Boulevard. And that gets past Melton and Adams, and that will be a single recorded by Rivera. A score update from our statistician Isaac Bourne. Mikey Quinones, had a 3-run home run to make it 12-9 in the 10th in favor of Ouachita against Henderson State. It is still the top of the 10th, so let's see if Henderson can respond in that game. Well, hopefully, if you're a Tiger fan, you might be keeping up with that game as well, but we still have some tight softball action here at P.T. Langston Field. 1-1 is the count with 1 out. As Gabrielle Sanchez at the plate. Here's the pitch. Thought about it, pulled back. Ball 2. Well, it's definitely a windy day here at P.T. Langston Field, and been struggling all game to keep my papers from flying away. I think I've done a pretty good job. Everything's weighted down. It's just they make a lot of noise when they're moving about. As I know you can hear when the wind starts blowing like crazy in the first game. It looked like our little tent that we have, and not really a tent, I don't know what this is, awning I guess, was about to fly away. But thankfully it's tied down in 3 different locations, so it's going to stay put, and But regardless, I'm staying put right here, as this is possibly my last broadcast of my college career, assuming there are no games tomorrow. As it stands, Ouachita and Northwestern Oklahoma State are still supposed to be playing tomorrow in Game 3 of this conference series, this final series of the season for both teams. As Bailey King records the out, the second out of the inning. But if the game is still good for tomorrow, tune in at noon for Game 3 of this Senior Day action, or senior, I don't know what you call it, Senior Series action for Ouachita and Northwestern Oklahoma State. It's the last home series and home game for Ouachita, but it's the last road and game in general for all the Ranger seniors, which they have several that have been impacting this series all day long. One of them being Tatum Winters, who's at the plate. She is 0 of 1 so far today. And she's going to record a single here. Williams secures it. And so now bases are loaded with Aveli Gonzalez at the plate. Coach Jackson's going to have another mound visit with his infield and with Melton. Going over some game plan here. We're not going to see Melton come out yet. It is definitely a difficult situation for her to be in. Bases are loaded. But you do have a freshman at the plate. He's only recorded 6 hits all season long. That'll be strike number 1. Now Gonzalez has recorded 2 doubles. She's not recorded a home run. She's recorded 1 RBI. So if she wanted her first career home run, this would be the moment. And it would be absolutely demoralizing for Ouachita if they were able to give up a grand slam here. Of course, I guess it would be demoralizing in general if you gave up a grand slam, but especially if you were still trailing 1-0. 1-2 is the count. 2 outs on the board. Runners on first, second, and third. Here's the pitch. It'll be popped into right field. Merritt can't make the grab. The Rangers send 3 runners home, and it's Gonzalez with the 3-run RBI. 3-run RBI double, that is, so make it 4 RBIs on the season for the freshman. And just her 7th hit on the year. So Northwest Oklahoma State, a 4-0 lead over the Tigers. Ashley Lowe is back at the plate for the Rangers. Lowe recorded a double in her previous at-bat. Popped again to Merritt, and up against the wall. Gonzalez is going to score for the first time in a college career, but here's Lowe running around, and she's out. So that will be the third out of the inning, but not before allowing 4 straight runs for the Rangers. So Ouachita trailing 5-0 here as we enter the bottom of the third. You're watching Tiger Softball here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. I'm Chris Gay, and this is Tiger Softball Senior Day action. This is potentially the last game of the 5 seniors on this Ouachita roster. And if you're just joining us and confused by me saying that, knowing that there's one more game tomorrow, rain is supposedly on the forecast. So all of us here at P.T. Langston Field are fully aware that there may not be a game tomorrow. Bless me, I didn't mute all the mics before I sneezed. Gillis. Second pitch he saw is recorded an out, the first out of the inning. And thank you to Isaac Bourne, who said bless you in the trailer. Our statistician's been in good contact with me all game long. And Lester is out for just the first time today. Not this game, the first time today. She had a remarkable game 1, according to his 3 hits, 2 runs, and 1 RBI. And now Bailey King is at the plate for Ouachita. Gets past Coro, and she still records the assist. And they get the out at first. So that was a quick inning for Ouachita as we are now entering the top of the 4th. We'll have more softball action just after this break.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Ouachita still trails 5-0 as we enter the top of the 4th here at P.T. Langston Field, the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. The Rangers have certainly made their mark on this game after a 4-run 3rd inning. Thanks to some clutch hitting by Aveli. Goodness, if I could say it. Aveli Gonzalez, the freshman from Guyman, Oklahoma, who came away with just her 7th hit of the year, along with 3 RBIs, which she only had a couple of, and also was able to find her way home for just the first time of her college career. So her first run of the year I know she's competing against Ouachita right now, but congratulations, Gonzalez, for that accomplishment. And a final score update for Ouachita baseball. Ouachita comes away with a victory in the bottom of the 10th, winning 12-9, thanks to Dustin Bermudez striking out 2 of 3 batters, saving the game for the Tigers. They will play a doubleheader tomorrow, and if they can win all 3, they have a chance at hosting for the Great American Conference playoffs. Right now they are clinched to participate in the playoffs, but I just know they would love to host a playoff game at Rab Rogers Field. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Here's the pitch. That'll be strike number 1. Rachel Sherwood at the plate. Junior from Ridgecrest, California, and a transfer from Rogers State. That'll be strike 2, so 1-2 is the count. 1 out. Gets past Melton and into center field. So Sherwood records her second hit of the day. And Hannah Howell will be at the plate. And looks like Emma McCorkle's going to come in, not to pitch, obviously, but well, it looks like Emma McCorkle's going to come in. Can't tell who she's going to come in for. It'll be somebody in the outfield. But in the outfield, it's Carly Burrow in the left field. It's Jordan Merritt in right, and Caitlin Province in center. So it's going to be Carly Burrow coming out. So McCorkle, I believe, will be playing left field. She started at center field last game, and it's actually going to be Carly Burrow. She's staying in the game as she's going to come in to pitch. Tuesday, Melton's going to head to the dugout, and of course in softball, college softball, your day is not guaranteed to be over. But we'll let Burrow warm up. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. More Tiger softball action here in just a moment.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight, both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back, because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
Carly Burrow.
There's a look at Carly Burrows pitching for Ouachita. Burrow is a freshman from Paragould, Arkansas. Bats left, throws right. And so far this season, she is still searching for her first win as a pitcher this season. She's 0-4. She has pitched 27 innings, recorded 7 strikeouts, walked 15 batters, allowed 44 hits, 31 runs, and has recorded a 4.6 ERA. But the freshman up against the 5th-year senior and Hannah Howell. A swing and a miss. She might have made contact with that one, but regardless, the count will be 2-1. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3.
Oh, is that for me? Are you leaving? No. Oh. Well, I can't. My thing isn't working. Your headset? Yeah. Someone's gonna get.
Here's the pitch. And that will be fouled right in front of the party deck, which is a new addition here at Pete C. Langston Field. There have been a number of renovations. Couldn't tell you everything, but the field definitely looks nicer. And the party deck is a massive addition. The parents of players, a lot of them are out there right now as Hannah Howell's going to walk to first. So runners occupy first and second for the Rangers. And now Laney Anderson out there to hit for the Rangers. Recorded 1 hit, 1 RBI so far today. Here's a pitch. Inside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Right to Wilkie at third, who records the second out. Double play for Ouachita. Wilkie making the out at third and recording the assist, with Lester recording the put out at first. So Ouachita is going to be heading into the bottom of the 4th. Let's see if they can add a run to their score. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Welcome back to Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Ouachita still trails 5-0 here. But after fielding a double play, let's see if they can use that momentum to carry over.
Catcher Aaron Williams.
Aaron Williams, the captain of this Tiger softball team, at the plate. And that one going to be, hits the top of the bathrooms, or almost looked like it was going to hit one of the stadium lights. Well, the Ouachita softball social media pages made posts for every senior on this Tiger roster that's being honored today and possibly tomorrow. For Williams, who's a kinesiology and sports administration major. What is next for her? It is grad school here at Ouachita. So technically her Ouachita schooling and career is not over. It will be for softball after this series, as that one's going to be popped into center field, and that's going to be an easy out into the center field by Ashley Lowe. Now Adams heads to the plate for Ouachita, the sophomore from Farmington. Swings and misses, so that's going to be strike number one. Adams is 0 for 1 today, but so far on the season. And make that 0 for 2. But she had recorded 41 hits and 16 runs up until that at-bat. And now Jordan Merritt heads to the plate for Ouachita. Merritt's 1 for 1 today. That one's going to be outside. Ball one. Here's the pitch. Outside once again. Ball two. Here's the pitch. Inside. Another ball there. Here's the pitch. And that's ball four. And Merritt will head to first for the second time today, as Carly Burrow, who's also pitching for Ouachita, is coming up to the plate. Burrow's 0 for 1 so far today. So far on the season, this is her 59th at-bat. She's recorded 4 runs, 9 hits, 5 of them are doubles. Also recorded 9 RBIs. But she has struggled to consistently get on base. Only gets on base about 21% of the time. That one's popped up and back to the left of our broadcast desk. It is still a windy day here in Arkadelphia. As you can hear it, and that knocked down something of mine. That's my water bottle. And that one's going to be popped into the right field gap. Merritt going for home, and Merritt is home, and Burrow is safe at third. The RBI triple for Carly Burrow, and Ouachita records their first run of the game. For Burrow, that is her first career triple. And for Merritt, that is just her 4th run of the season. That's Burrow's 10th hit of the year. But Burrow finally joins a number of Tiger players who record double-digit hits this season. And Kennedy Wilkie is at the plate. Carly Burrow still on third. Wilkie, 0 of 1 so far today. Here's the pitch. Outside, and she'll be out at first. But not before Ouachita finally breaks the ice and adds a run to their score. Ouachita still trails 5-1. Let's see what they can do out in the field. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
No, it's like.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
And welcome back to Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. As the Tiger fans are jamming out to the Macarena. Including Mackenzie Schulmuller, who's right in front of our main camera. But back to some softball action. It's Rosemary Rivera at the plate. Has already recorded a hit and has also found her way home so far today. Very inside there. Here's the pitch. Low ball 2. Here's the pitch. Gets past Burrow out towards center field, and Rivera records her second hit of the day. Well, of the game. She had a solid game 1 of this doubleheader. Now Gabriela Sanchez at the plate for the Rangers. The bunt goes to Wilkie, and they get the out at first. It's King getting the put out. And now Tatum Winters is at the plate. Winters has also recorded a run and a hit today. So the middle part of this order for the Rangers has found some success in the game so far. Here's the pitch. Goes straight to Burrow, and it's going to be the out at first. That's going to be the second out of the inning. And Aveli Gonzalez, the freshman from Guyman, Oklahoma, is back up to hit for the Rangers. Of course, the last time she was up, she recorded 3 RBIs. Her numbers are just ridiculous in this game so far. 1 hit, 1 run, 2 hits. Make that 3 hits, and now 4 RBIs for the freshman, having the game of her life right now. That is Aveli Gonzalez recording the RBI single and pushing the Ranger lead up to 5 runs. Here's the pitch. Low ball 1. It's Ashley Lowe at the plate. the senior from Cushing, Oklahoma, is also a transfer from Seminole State. Seminole State College in Seminole, Oklahoma. One, two is the count, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 3. So Ouachita finally gets out of the inning, and let's see if they can add some runs to the score. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
And welcome back to Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law, live here from P.C. Langston Field as Tiger fans are jamming out to some Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. Ouachita trailing 6-1 against the visiting Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State, making the trip from Alva, Oklahoma, along with plenty of faithful fans. Here's the pitch from Ireland Caro. Caro has done exceptionally well in this game. Pitch now 49 pitches, has only allowed 4 hits, walked 1 batter. That's going to be out number 1, and a lot of Tiger fans not happy with that call. Believe that Howell was off the bag at first. But regardless, Riley Gillis is up next to hit for Ouachita. But still looking at Caro's numbers, she's allowed, yes, a walk and 4 hits. Has only allowed 1 run. Has forced 7 groundouts, but has yet to record a strikeout in this game. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 2. Riley Gillis at the bottom of the order for Ouachita, her second appearance on the game. This is her 53rd at-bat on the year. She recorded 5 runs, 10 hits, 5 RBIs. Goes right to second. And that will be an easy out at first for the Rangers. Now Lauren Lester up to bat for Ouachita. Lester is 1 for 2 today. I was talking to Lester's dad just before the game, and he always reminds me, I got to shout out North Little Rock High School, of which she's an alma mater of, and of course I am too, as she is going to go back to the dugout as that's the 3rd out of the inning. But we'll talk more about that after the break. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
Ouachita trailing 6-1 here at home against the visiting Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State, coming over from Alva, Oklahoma. Ouachita took game 1 of this doubleheader action here at P.C. Langston Field. But Northwestern Oklahoma State has been in total control from the get-go in this game. They struck first with 1 run in the top of the first, and then added 4 runs in the top of the third. Added 1 more in the fifth, and after allowing 1 run by Ouachita in the fourth, they still hold a 5-run advantage. Now Macy Spearman for the Rangers is at the plate. And a strike 1 by Burrow. So the freshman pitcher versus the senior hitter. That one's popped up, and Merritt makes the out, coming down from right field. Rachel Sherwood at the plate for the Rangers. Thought about it, checked her swing. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Popped. And it's going to be McCorkle getting the second out of the inning for Ouachita. Now Hannah Howell, who pitched last game for the Rangers, is at the plate now. Howells recorded a hit and a run and has also been walked once today into the right field gap. But Merritt, her second put out of the inning and the third out for the Tigers. So Ouachita made quick work of the Rangers there, and let's see what Ouachita can do if they can add to their run total. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Ouachita trailing 1-6 here at P.C. Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University, and possibly the last game any of these 5 seniors for Ouachita will play in a Ouachita uniform. Bailey King is at the plate for the Tigers. And again, if you're just joining us and you're confused because there's supposed to be a game tomorrow, there is still expected to be a game tomorrow here at P.C. Langston Field, but weather is on the horizon, and what a framing job by Anderson there, as that looked to be well outside. Got the umpire there, though. That's going to be strike number 1. But weather could potentially either postpone or cancel game number 3, which is set to be at noon tomorrow. And to keep up with those details, well, for one, you can watch the weather report, but do keep up with any schedule changes at obutigers.com. as well as the Ouachita Baptist Athletics social media pages. For all updates involving times and game changes. Here's the pitch. King out to left, and that's going to be an easy out for Spearman out in left field. So Aaron Williams, who just tied the single season triple record with 5 triples in a season by a Ouachita batter, at the plate now, and the product of Stuttgart, Arkansas, which is well known as the duck and rice capital of the world. She's going to let that one go for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Here's Caro's pitch, and that's popped back behind the bathrooms. Williams with a 2-1 count and 1 out on the board. Here's the pitch. Popped high, and Spearman gets the second out of the inning in left field. So more and more the chances of Ouachita coming back in this game, those chances are becoming slimmer and slimmer as Remington Adams is at the plate for the Tigers. That one's way outside. That's going to be ball 1. Well, I mentioned him earlier, but Coach Kylie Hill, the new Ouachita women's basketball coach, as I mentioned, I had a conversation with him earlier this week. He's in the house now. Trying to see who else we have in the house. I know we had some women's basketball players. I know a few members of Ouachita's football team also here as Spearman. Oh, she can't make the grab. And Adams records the double. That will be her 13th double on the year. She leads the team in that category. Well, it sure looked like Macy Spearman had the third out in her glove, and it just rolled out. It was going to be kind of a difficult catch. But luckily for Adams and the Tigers, that happened. So Ouachita still alive in this inning, though they are sitting with 2 outs. And, of course, down by 5 runs. Jordan Merritt at the plate. Here's the pitch. "1-1" is the count. Here's the pitch. Straight to third, off her glove. Adams going for home, and Adams adds a second run on the board for Ouachita. That will be the 17th run on the year for Remington Adams, and Jordan Merritt picks up her 13th RBI on the year, along with her 22nd hit. So Carly Burrow at the plate for the Tigers, and Emily Reed's going to come into pinch run for Merritt at first. And Ireland Caro having a conversation with her infield. As I mentioned, Caro had been doing an excellent job. That's just the second hit that the second run that she's allowed. And Carly Burrow at the plate for Ouachita. Has also been pitching this game for the Tigers. That's going to be strike number 1. Burrows recorded a triple, an RBI triple, that is. Goes to second, and that's going to be the third out of the inning. But Ouachita does add to their score, and they just trail by 4 runs. Let's see if Ouachita's pitching can clean up the top of the 7th. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. And welcome to the top of the 7th here at Pete C. Langston Field on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Ouachita trails 2-6. But there is a buzz in the crowd here. They know this game is far from over. The Rangers so far have had a pretty solid game. This has been their game compared to game 1, where they would lose 6-5. They've had the lead right out the gate, starting off with a 1-0 lead through 2 innings and adding 4 runs in the 3rd, adding 1 more in the 5th. But Ouachita was able to keep them scoreless in inning number 6. Let's see if they can do the same. And straight to McCorkle, that one goes. So right away, McCorkle grabs out number 1, and now Rosemary Rivera, who's had a very nice day so far, comes to the plate for the Rangers. Wilkie picks it up, and Lester's going to record the second out of the inning at first. So right away for Ouachita, 2 straight outs. Now Gabrielle Sanchez at the plate for Ouachita. Here's the pitch. Lets that one go. That's going to be strike number 1. Sanchez is 0 for 2 so far today. Here's the pitch. And strike number 2. Here's the pitch. That was a little high. That's going to be ball 1. Gets past Burrow, picked up by Adams, and Lester had to leave the plate, so Sanchez is safe at first for the first time today. 2 outs still on the board, with Tatum Winters heading to the plate for the Rangers. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball one. Here's the pitch. And that ball's out towards Elrond Boulevard. Here's the pitch. Tad bit inside, that's going to be ball two. That one's popped up, and that's going to be behind the visiting dugout. So 2-2 is the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. So a full count with Winters at the plate. So the senior hitter versus the freshman pitcher. Full count, 2 outs. 1 runner on first. And she's going to be walked to first. So Aveli Gonzalez at the plate for the Rangers. Gonzalez having the best game of her college career. I don't know what she did in high school, but 4 RBIs in 1 game along with 3 hits, 1 run. It's kind of hard to say that you've done better than that. Along with a 1.333 slugging, 2.333 OPS, just incredible numbers for Gonzalez so far today. To the count, 2 outs, 2 runners on base, and a swing and a miss by Gonzalez. What a pitch from Burrow. And we are entering the bottom of the 7th. Let's see if Ouachita can tie or take the lead to come away with a win in this final game of this Friday doubleheader, and what could potentially be the final game of this conference season. You're watching Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
And welcome back to Tiger Softball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. It is the final inning of play, possibly. Ouachita is able to tie this ball game up with 4 runs. Now, that'd be nothing short of incredible. And Maggie Huddleston will be leading off for Ouachita. She's pinch hitting. And for, I believe, Caitlin Province. Her sister Marley Huddleston is on deck. And Maggie sits with a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. High, ball 3. So far this season, Huddleston has recorded 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 RBIs, 1 home run, been walked twice, but has a batting average of .188. Here's the pitch. Got her looking with that strike, so 3-1's the count. Here's the pitch. And that one's popped straight up, and that's going to be an easy out for the Rangers, courtesy of Rachel Sherwood. Now Marley Huddleston comes in for the Tigers. So far in the season, Huddleston, this is her 39th at-bat. Marley Huddleston, this is. 11 hits, 3 RBIs. Also been walked once. She also has one of the best batting averages on the team. Of course, she has only played in a handful of games, and of course, this is only her 39th at-bat. But her batting average coming into this game is a .289. And according to my stat sheet, she would be she's third on the team with that average. Here's the pitch. And into the gap right in front of right field, and Huddleston is safe at first. Riley Gillis, sophomore from Sheridan, Arkansas, at the plate now for the Tigers. But Caitlin Province is going to come in to pinch run for Marley Huddleston. So far on the season, Province is perhaps the second best base runner for the Tigers. She is 7 of 10 when it comes to stealing bases so far this season. Here's a pitch. Low, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Outside, and she's safe at first. So far today, Lainey Anderson has been well aware of the Ouachita base runners. He's tagged multiple out so far today. And she's proved to be one of the better catchers in the conference. Gillis showing bunt, pulls back, ball 4. So Gillis occupies first, and Province advances to second for Ouachita. Just 1 out on the board, and Lauren Lester will be at the plate. And it looks like Coach Webb is going to have a conversation with her pitcher. I highly doubt we will see anybody new for Northwestern Oklahoma State. Carlos has thrown 83 pitches, and she'll stay in the ball game right now. It's allowed 5 hits, 2 runs in 6 innings. She's also walked 2 batters. And she has still not recorded a strikeout on the day, which is just kind of interesting, especially for how long she is, or for how much she's pitched today, but she has allowed 10 groundouts, 8 flyouts. So regardless, she's getting it done for Northwestern Oklahoma State. But now the bases are loaded on the first pitch. She throws. So Lester gets on first for Ouachita. Kendall Fomby Bell, she's going to come in a pinch run for Lester at first. And now Bailey King is at the plate for the Tigers. King is yet to record a home run in her college career, but this would be the time to get your first. Ireland Caro staying in to pitch for the Rangers, but Fomby Bell, Province, and Gillis all on base. Gillis at second, Fomby Bell at first, and Province at third for Ouachita. That's going to be strike number 1. This is potentially a huge, it's not potentially, this is a huge at-bat for the Tigers. Let's see what they can do with it. Here's a pitch. Outside, ball 1. Here's a pitch. She swings at it, and she just needed a little bit more to the right. And it is fouled off. King is 0 for 3 today, and she's sitting with a 1-2 count, 1 out on the board. Ouachita trailing by 4. Here's the pitch, and it hits her. So Caitlin Province finds her way home for Ouachita. Bases are still loaded for the Tigers as they trail now by just 3 runs. Now Aaron Williams, the team's leader in triples and home runs, is at the plate. Williams has already recorded a hit today. And lets that go for ball 1. Riley Gillis occupies third, Kendall Fomby Bell at second, and Bailey King at first for Ouachita. Here's a pitch. And she swings at it. It's a high one. Is it gone? Is it gone? It's gone! Grand slam! Ouachita! And they have taken the lead. Wow! Aaron Williams, home run number 8. She has got this crowd on its feet. And Ouachita walks it off with possibly the last victory and last game of the season here at home. Wow! Wow! Oh my goodness, what a way to end. If this is the final game of the season, what a way to end it. Of course, there is still a game on the schedule tomorrow at noon, Game 3 of this conference series versus the Rangers of Northwestern Oklahoma State. We are going to be closely watching the weather, but regardless, Ouachita does take the series 2-0 right now, but Ouachita, what a win. 7-6 off a walk-off grand slam by Aaron Williams, and possibly her last career game with the Tigers. How can you not be romantic about this sport? What a game. Ouachita had to come back down 5-0 and come away with a 7-6 victory here at home. Wow. And I don't like to make things about myself, but this is possibly my last broadcast as a member of the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, and if this is it, I couldn't ask for anything better than this. Yeah, Ouachita, no postseason aspirations, but that doesn't matter at this point because the seniors had a heck of a day so far, and I had a lot of fun too. Wow. 7-6 victory, Ouachita with a walk-off grand slam. And again, I don't know if there's going to be a game tomorrow or not. We will see. Keep up with all the updates at obutigers.com and at the Ouachita Athletics social media pages. But if this is the last time I'm on the air for Ouachita, just want to say thank you everyone who's tuned in every game all season long. It has meant the world to me, and thank you to Chris Babb and everybody here at the Ouachita Sports Digital Network for giving me the opportunity to be on the mic, to be on the air, and just have fun with everything that I've done. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and if you're watching from anywhere across the country, anywhere across the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, and go Tigers.
I'm Nicole Auerbach from The Athletic.
Hey, this is Alex Pruitt with Sports Illustrated Magazine.
This is Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Kranick of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.